You know, they did a really good job of game planning us. I thought they did a decent job. Exposed us a little bit on some stuff, which helped me out, helped us out for the future. So now you can work on it. But I thought they did a really good job, and they were really physical. All right. And they did schematically. They did some good stuff that hurt us. You know, they're gonna force our hand to see if we can throw the ball. You know, because in the first two games we really didn't have very many throws down the field, and we worked on that. And you know, it showed a little bit in the game that we pushed it down the field a little more this past week, which was good. You know, he had a good practice yesterday, and I know Coach Mitchell does a great job. He really grinds those guys during the week, and he doesn't let them have bad days back to back, and he does a great job. So I have all confidence in him and Coach Mitchell. The thing about Montell is he has a lot of people don't realize he has a great arm, like a great arm, and the thing was just getting him to where I felt comfortable. You know, I've told you guys this. You know, the first couple games I was protecting him a little bit on some play calls, and until we get to a good comfort level with that, and every week. Yesterday practiced great. You know, so I was very excited, and he showed me some things yesterday that, man, this guy's getting better, you know, and so that was exciting. And I saw some things in the game that really got my confidence up in making some calls for him. Just like all quarterbacks, just like all of us, it's muscle memory. And if you keep trying to put too much stuff in, then he's relearning all of those things. Those are all new experiences again now, and then he goes through that whole loop of learning experience and all that stuff. So you try to keep it down to where he's not learning too much, and he's just getting better at what he's doing. And you know, it showed in the game Saturday. Well, you know, I find that when I can make it easy on Montell as far as different things to look at, pre-snap and things like that, he operates at a really high level. So I put a lot of the onus and pressure on myself in that way. So, but what you want him to do is sometimes just slow it down. We call plays so fast that sometimes I got to communicate better with him. Sometimes I want to line up really fast, but just to kind of see what they're in, and he can just take his time. Yeah. And then there's times we want to line up really fast and snap the ball really fast. And sometimes we don't do a good job. I don't do a good job of communicating that with him on when those cases are. You know, he's sneaky. Like, you look at him and you watch him run routes, and I was thinking about this when I watched the film the other day, is he was running by guys out there, you know, and you don't really kind of see that until you get him in a game, and then you see him out there and making guys miss, and almost scored a touchdown on that dig. So, you know, he's just kind of one of those guys where he works really, really, really hard, but he kind of shows up in competition, which is good. He really is. He's sneaky fast, and so he gets up on you fast and quick, and he's deceivingly quick too, and he's got great ball skills. Yeah, young guys, they love to stay on their reads a little long, because in high school, you know, they could either, and Ryan has like a great arm, like a crazy arm. That guy can sling a football. And so he, in his high school, I'm sure he's gotten away with, I'm just going to wait on this guy to get open, and then he can get it to him. In college, you can't do that, man. You're going to get sacked, and in some scrimmages, you know, he's found that out, that you got to get off that read a little quicker, and you got to get on to the next one.